Hello, everyone. This is my audience, my brother Phil.
Ciao a tutti.
Also got my Knight as my other audience. And here's my MLA format. Hope everyone is doing well. My name is Anthony. So, every year, over 1 million people attend the San Gennaro Feast. The feast is located in New York City and occurs over the 11-day course. So, you may have family or friends that mention the San Gennaro Feast comes second week in September. You may ask yourself, what is the San Gennaro Feast? What's all the hype about? Well, yes, it's a lot of fun and many activities to do during the feast, and you definitely won't leave there starving. But there's a lot more that goes into the feast than just that, which is the pride, the tradition, and the historical background. So, who exactly is San Gennaro? Because the San Gennaro Feast obviously is named after someone, San Gennaro. Well, San Gennaro, also Saint Januarius, was the bishop in Benevento, Italy, around 300 AD. And what was going on in that time period was the persecution of Christians. So the story is that him being the bishop, he had two friends that were in prison that were priests, and he went to visit them. And that wasn't such a great idea because he knew what he was getting himself into. He went to visit them knowing that he would sacrifice himself, because him doing that, he was going to be imprisoned or called by death. So they did call for death for him. And what happened was, first they tried to poison him. The poison did not kill him. He survived. Then they tried burning him. He did not burn. He survived that too. Then they tried feeding him to the lions. The lions did not want to eat him at all. Finally, they chopped off his head. So, the moral is, people gathered around him, soaked up his blood, put it in vials, and they stored it in a sacred place that they knew would be safe and sound, which was a cathedral in Naples, Italy. So what happened was, people really did look up to him, especially all the Christians, because he was one of the few that had the guts to stand up to the brutality that was going on. And here is a quote, modern day quote, of how the pride of the people that believe in him, the saint. The Italian people to this day honor Saint Januarius, according to ABC News. The feast is a salute to the patron saint of Naples, Saint Gennaro, who was martyred for his faith in 305 AD. Okay, now you may ask yourself, in modern day, how and where did the feast start? The feast started by Italian immigrants coming from Naples, coming over in boats, moving to New York City in the area of Mulberry Street between Canal and Houston. Now, the date of that was 1920s, and it started off actually as a block party. People were going around. They were all very proud. The Italian immigrants didn't have a lot of money, but them being all connected in the same neighborhood, they felt like they were like $1 million, because nothing beats family, friends, and all that stuff to them. And they also had, they started the parade with prizes such as the best decorated fire escape, statue of a saint. They would walk around holding Saint Januarius around. They would pray, bond, reunite, and it's really a good time. And here's another quote. It's in our blood. It's in our family. Danny Frada, operator of the feast, popular Danny on the Corner Zeppeli stand, whose deep family roots in the feast span for 4 generations. It's very important to us to keep the tradition alive. And here's another quote. Now, it's the 93rd year. The festival attracts more than 1 million people annually to the streets of Little Italy. Okay. Now, here comes the fun part. What are things to do during the feast? Well, you got food and many activities, of course, such as the cannoli eating contest. That's a lot of fun. Who can eat the most cannolis? Got the blood drive, which is the main purpose of it, because every year they purify Saint Gennaro's blood, dried blood, and it turns into liquid. And scientists to this day still can't figure out how that happens. So it's a miracle. He really is truly a saint. And they got live mass. It's a big religious factor too. A lot of celebrities do come there too. Many from the Sopranos cast. Also Chaz Palminteri, who lives around the neighborhood. He starred in The Bronx Tale. He's pretty popular. You got fried food, sausage and peppers, Zeppelis, all that good stuff. And here's some quotes. Swing by the inaugural Zeppeli eating competition, sponsored by Danny on the Corner, as well as the 5th annual meatball eating competition and the 22nd annual cannoli eating competition, which takes place at Ferrara Bakery. Here's another one. Out-of-towners and locals are getting psyched over the 93rd annual Feast of San Gennaro 2020. And for a good reason. The annual event includes the best spots in Little Italy. Eat some of the best Italian restaurants in the city, watch colorful parades, catch free concerts, and check out family-friendly activities like bouncy houses, craft, and games. So yeah, they also do have live music and everything, so it's a lot of fun. Go with your family and everything. So now everyone hopefully knows all the background information of Saint Januarius and the importance of him and how he was very honored by the people of the Italian people of the culture and to this day, and also how it started where and the amazing food and events you could attend. So I hope to see you all come next September for the San Gennaro Feast to enjoy fantastic and cultural experiences, great food as well. Thank you for your time. Also, here's my PowerPoint. San Gennaro Feast by me. Here's a picture of Saint Januarius, as you see. Here's the event. You see Saint Januarius is held up all over, such as here. Got Italian flags, Italian colors, big parade. Here's some of the food stands. And here's a quote.